Every damn day.
Hey everybody, it's Jerry at the Fledge, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 20 of Every Damn Day. And today I have our good friend Matt Zarka with me, and we're going to be talking about what's happening with crypto around the Fledge and around the Lansing area, maybe around the world even, right?
Right.
And so how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I just got my second shot, and I'm all vaccinated up now. So
Yeah.
100% vaccinated.
Thanks for doing that. I'm
Yep.
glad. We do have a mobile clinic out front right now. They're going to be here till, we missed them. So they'll be back again in 2 weeks. The first and third Thursday of every month, you can get a booster, a flu shot, whatever kind of shot you need. So thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
Let's jump into crypto. And I want to kind of preface things with, we are not advising you to invest anything. We're not advising you to, do something that might not be healthy for your finances. You have to talk to your financial advisors or friends and family to understand if crypto is right for you when it comes to things like Bitcoin and Ethereum and the altcoins and Dogecoin and all of that. However, what we are advising you to do is to get involved in crypto some way. And most people think that's, getting a Coinbase wallet and buying crypto. But what we try to do every Thursday at the Fledge from 12 to 2 is educate people about blockchain, smart contracts, decentralized finance, decentralized autonomous organizations, and things like that. So let's jump into you a bit.
Okay.
And what's your history with crypto? And maybe we'll just spend a few minutes on that because I think we told that story.
Yeah, we did.
Before.
But really quick.
Yeah.
2017, I started finding Bitcoin and exploring that ecosystem a little bit. I quickly found out that it was pretty difficult to buy in this area, and there were no ATM machines. And I went on this wild goose chase to find my first Bitcoin. I ended up in Detroit after 2 hours of searching and bought my first one down there. When I came back, I decided I wanted to buy an ATM machine and have that service available for this area. Through that little journey, though, is when I found the Fledge, because that was the first place I went to try and buy a Bitcoin.
And we were out, right?
You guys were out.
Yeah. We when we had that ATM, we sold out every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
I bet. When I turned mine on, it was doing the same thing, too.
So, and now, fast forward to today, you've got your own coin. You've got your own NFTs.
Yes.
Tell us about these.
So this is kind of an experimental thing I'm doing right now with my jewelry store. I own a pawn shop in Lansing, and we buy just jewelry. I also do repairs and things like that in my store. But being in the crypto world, I really wanted to try and use my own money to provide some of these services. So the NFT project is something that helps back the liquidity of the token I produced, which is called the Jewelers Collection. TJC is the ticker. And I've put a lot of my own funds in behind this project also. So it's not really contingent on somebody investing in my token or somebody buying my NFT. It's more me trying to roll my jewelry business and what I'm already doing, and taking some of those profits and rolling them into the TJC economy and backing my own token. And what that allows me to do now is pay developers or people that help me online bring this idea to life with my own token and my own currency.
And then they can swap that for whatever they want.
Yep.
Eventually getting into the fiat of
Yes.
the US dollar or what have you.
Exactly.
So why is it important to you to do that? Like, why don't you just use cash?
Well, there's a couple of reasons. I just love the crypto economy. I like how easy it is to send this stuff around. It's fun to own. It was amazing to create to me. Just to have the ability to do this, I think is really cool. No real reason other than me wanting to explore this arena of finance, basically, and create my own money for my store.
Yeah.
That was really my drive to do it.
And it's a fun journey,
Yeah.
and it is a fast journey,
Very
right?
fast,
It
yes.
changes every single day.
Yeah.
So how does that relate to what the Fledge is doing?
Well, I also would like to create a DAO someday around this business that I own. And in doing so we started the XDAIBots project, which is an NFT project. And mainly I want to use this project and any funds derived from it, or some of the funds, to help back what the Fledge is trying to do. So basically using my project as a jump start to provide liquidity for the Fledge's project. And that was a main goal I wanted.
Yeah. And so let's clarify a couple words. You said DAO, and DAO is DAO, and it is an acronym for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. You want to give a definition of what that is?
So to me, the way I see DAOs, and it can explain them to somebody simply, is it's a new structure of business. Basically, it's a new business structure similar to what maybe an LLC or a C corporation or S corporation might be. It's not something that's legally recognized in the state of Michigan yet, but there is one state in the United States actually that recognizes DAOs as a legal entity. Well, they can govern a legal entity.
And that's Wyoming.
And that is Wyoming. So to me, a DAO is basically a group of people that have a common interest that help guide the direction and funds of a business.
Yeah.
You know, that's a simple
A
way to
business
put it.
or an organization, or
Or
people that
organization.
they have a community.
Yes, a community.
And DAOs there are cities considering changing to DAOs. There are structures being put in place all over the world to do this. And we have a DAO here at the Fledge on
Snapshot.org.
Snapshot.org. You can search up the Fledge and see our DAO. You can join our DAO. And basically, we've been selling our Fledge flies, and Shannon put a link up there. So it's flies.fldg.io. If you want to check out these projects online, you can also get to this from thefledge.com. And what we're trying to do is, as we build assets and we get different coins or different money for the things that we're selling, we now have this pot of money that is going to be controlled by the DAO. So they might say, put a proposal out to redo the kitchen. I know some people in the crowd are interested in that. And we all vote. And if we vote yes, then that money gets released and can be bought or can be used to update the kitchen. And then as we continue to grow our assets and put more and more money behind this, we'll have the crowd getting more and more involved in the operation and the governance of the Fledge. And so it's our way to say, thank you, community, for helping us build this. Now let's figure out a way, and figure out a way is the big term here, on how to give this back. So, yeah, what are your thoughts? How do you respond to that? Or
there's just so many directions that you can go with what you just said. But one of the main goals that we have, or something that we're looking into that seems pretty interesting, is using some of these funds to attain residential properties in this area, to rehabilitate and eventually use to house people that are in need, or to rent to own to people that are having difficulties getting a loan or mortgage.
Yeah. And technically, we're ready to release this project today.
Yeah.
Legally, it's super difficult to navigate the space because there aren't laws, or there's outdated laws that look at it. We can't sell securities. We can't sell shares, just open it up like that without reporting and filing and all of these things that we also can't afford to do.
Right.
So the legal and regulatory, it's a minefield. I mean,
literally,
I'm scared of misstepping every single day.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to navigate when you don't really know if what you're doing is going to be considered illegal or not, I guess.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, we want within our DAO, we were calling them sub DAOs at first, but now we call them daughter DAOs. And we want to be able to break our DAOs into almost like cost centers or different project efforts or things that we do here. So we might have a kitchen DAO, a Fledge Music Group DAO, a renewable energy DAO, and based on different factors, those will get funded, and that funding then would be controlled by the groups that choose to be members of that DAO and get involved.
Right.
So,
yeah, that's really cool.
We have, right now we have Fledge Coin.
Yes.
Right. We have some of our artists have NFTs out on OpenSea that are part of the Fledge Art Collective. We have our flies that are, what's that called again? A PFP?
PFP project. Yeah.
That are a PFP project, like CryptoPunks. People think about that a lot or understand.
Club, yep.
Yeah. And so we've got that. We've been selling the flies. We didn't sell 10,000 of them, but we sold a couple hundred, and we keep it steady and going. And I think we've got a really good roadmap of coming out with Fledge Fractals soon, which will be 10,000 NFTs representing different space within the Fledge, if you will. So it's like cutting up the Fledge into 10,000 pieces and selling an NFT that represents that piece. But we have to stop short of selling an NFT that represents ownership of that piece until we can figure out how to legally do that. So that's the roadmap that we'd like to go on, and start to have properties so that we can have affordable and safe housing that is funded by these DAOs, managed by the DAOs, and then the people inside of the ecosystem are also repairmen or repair people. They are they know how to install things. They take care of yards. They do all of the things that we can use Fledge Coin to do bounties. We need this garbage disposal replaced. We put 50 Fledge in the pot to do that. Somebody replaces it, they get the 50 Fledge, and maybe they can use that to come to a show or buy a piece of art or pay a little bit of their rent, or trade it with somebody else, trade it for jewelry, who knows. So then what that does for us is it starts to trap the money in our community. And I don't mean that in a negative way. What I mean is, if I give Matt $1 and he immediately spends it on Amazon, and we send it to Jeff Bezos wherever he is, then we get $1 worth of value before it bounces out of our community. But if I give Matt that same $1 and he gives Zero $1 to do something, and then Zero gives Marshall $1 to do something, we've now quadrupled the value of that within our local economy. So the more we can have use cases where people are using the community coins, whether it's Fledge Coin, TJC Coin, or some other coin that might be created in our community, the more that money is going to stay trapped and bounce around and be a lot more valuable to us. And so that's why the Fledge is very interested in the coins and the crypto, and again, trying to figure out how to navigate the space, doing it slow. We're not trying to get rich quick. What we're trying to do is strengthen our community and do it in a safe way, not allow predators into the ecosystem, not take advantage of people, not rug pull.
Right. Yeah. Our whole intent wasn't to make any money on this really anyways. It's to build this community and build value within this community that we're creating. So that was, something that I like a lot about this project. We're not taking the money.
It's at first glance into the crypto, it looks like a bunch of kind of privileged people that have funding, and they're trying to get richer and richer.
Sure.
And a lot of quick rich schemes, and all the press about Dogecoin goes up, blah blah blah. What the hell, man? How are we going to get these predators out of this system?
I don't know that you can. Wherever you have good, you have bad. So you just got to know what you're doing, know who's who, and stay away from that stuff.
And the more I peel the onion, the more good I'm finding.
Yeah.
Like there are communities all over the world trying to do
The right thing.
the right thing.
Yeah.
And we are unique though in a lot of ways because we're doing the right thing. And now
Already.
we're trying to fund it.
Yes.
Where a lot of them are backwards to that, where they're trying to get funding so they can start doing things similar to what we want to do.
Yes.
All right. Where's this going to be? Well, no, I'm sorry. Let me, to that end, it is very important to us to involve people in the crypto ecosystem that are underrepresented or not represented at all. So, for example, every time we have our Thursday meetup, which is sort of going on right now, we're talking to them as we're talking to you. We are making sure that we spend a lot of time advertising, getting out, inviting BIPOC, females, LGBTQIA plus community, vets. This is being controlled by a bunch of white guys again. And it's going to be the next monetary systems. It's going to be the next financial systems. And it's being built by the people who, or it's a lot of it's being built by the people who built or have benefited from the old system. So they're going to build in that bias and that benefit. It's whether they're going to
try to.
Yeah.
Whether that happens in the long run or not is still yet to be seen.
Yeah.
Because blockchain's something different, and it really has some safeguards against some of that, in my opinion.
Right.
Just naturally.
Yeah. Let's get into that in just a second. So when I said at the beginning that we're not trying to get you to invest, we're not trying to, tell you what to do with your money. I stand on that still. And we're not asking you to buy Fledge Coin or to buy a fly or anything like that. What we're asking you to do is get engaged with the crypto ecosystems around here, because you will be in a better position in a year from now or 3 years from now if you start to understand how this works and build financial literacy of the next financial systems.
Yeah, the hurdle is education, I think.
Yeah.
Completely. That's the only hurdle. There's really nothing to be afraid of in the space as long as you are working within the right projects and talking to the right people. There's really nothing to be afraid of in the space at all. You can enter the space with very, very, very little money, like $5, and really learn the mechanics of everything first before you decide to enter,
And we
fully.
do, when you come to the ecosystem meeting the first time, we give you a little bit of Matic and we give you a little bit of Fledge Coin, no cost to you, to just get playing with it and seeing what you can do with it. Get a wallet, get all the things that you're going to need.
It's amazing once you own a little bit, from not having any to having just $5 worth, how much more engaged you become.
Yeah.
And want to learn about it. So just owning a little bit of crypto really gets you in that mindset.
So let's talk a little bit about, and we're gonna lose everybody in a second. Decentralized finance.
Okay.
This is one of my weaknesses. I'm starting to understand it a little bit better, but there's a lot. It's a deep dive.
It is a deep dive.
Give us a deep dive, or give us a quick overview.
Quick overview of decentralized finance. So there are many projects out there that offer incentives to provide things like liquidity for their token, staking their token. And staking just simply means having a token and depositing it on a particular platform and earning a percentage yield on that for it being there. Kind of like a savings account, I guess. Really, there's so many different tools coming out. I don't even know if tools is really the right word. There's so many different platforms that you can use that are reputable and safe to use, that earns really high yields for basically saving money.
Yeah.
That's what decentralized finance is. It's learning how to save and earn high yields.
I like crypto because it encourages saving so much. And it doesn't allow you, at least not yet, and I hope never, it doesn't allow you to go into deep debt,
Right.
right? Because you
Right.
have to have assets you can
To use,
you can
yes.
borrow against your assets, you can stake them, you can put them out there like a savings account and really get those assets working for you while using fiat and cash to fund different things out in the real world.
Correct.
Right. And it's amazing to me. I think that, I worry about when's the first crypto payday loan gonna pop up? When's the first predatory usury interest rate,
Sure.
crypto project gonna
That's
pop
one
up?
thing that you find in this space is that you don't see a whole lot of that. There are platforms like Balancer or Curve or one that I like that's new on XDAIBots called Agave, where you deposit funds there, not in a liquidity providing position, but as a single token, and you earn interest for just providing that token on their platform. Other people can borrow against it, is what happens. And that's how you earn some fees for providing that token and as liquidity there. And then you can use those assets to again borrow against them. So you don't necessarily sell your assets to get liquidity to buy more. You can leverage the ones you have, and then from the borrowed position, you also earn interest on that.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot of crazy things you can do with money in this environment.
But it's when money is made, it is shared with the token holders, the NFT holders, however they want to do it.
Yeah.
But it's almost never, goes right up to the CEO and their $20 million a year salary.
Right.
You don't really see that.
No,
see,
it goes to the people really using using the system.
And I think that's why, like when we, we've got Zero and Marshall here right now, and we think about co-op models, and we think about time banking, time tools, talent, and how the ledger and the blockchain can create a much fairer economy than us, what Bilal say on the show. Everyone's stealing our labor, and we're way underpaid, and without labor, often you have nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know what to think.
So, well, as we wrap up here, we would like to invite any and all of you to come out to the Fledge any Thursday from 12 to 2 and talk crypto with us. We will get you a wallet. We will get you some Fledge coin. We will answer any questions that you have. If you are thinking of buying Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever you're thinking of buying, and you just want to talk to somebody, please trust us to be a safe haven for you. We do not allow predators and preying within this ecosystem, and we'll help you out. If it's a scam, we're going to tell you it's a scam. If you think you're sending $800 of Bitcoin to a soldier overseas, it is a scam. Things like that. We will help you with this. And if you want our advice on why we like certain coins or whatever, we will do that, but we will not tell you to invest or anything like that. We'll tell you there's two things with coins: how adapted is it, how many people are using it, and how many use cases or utility, how much utility does it have? Oh, let's talk about a Fledge utility.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Wise Locks.
Yeah. So
that's super cool.
As you might have learned over the pandemic, or if you've ever been here, we have a lot of smart technology inside of the Fledge, and that represents as smart lights, smart plugs, smart thermostats, sensors, and smart locks. So we can use an app to open an outside door or open the door to the studio. And this week, Mark, who is our chief developer, integrated a MetaMask wallet that the website read and looked for a particular NFT that the Fledge published. And if you had that NFT, it gave you a button on the page that said open the studio. So now you have access to go into that resource because you have an NFT. So the first thought is, oh man, I'm going to have to buy an NFT to get into the studio. But that's not what we're doing. You can't buy these NFTs. They represent a training and experience and competency or skill set that you have gained by being trained or coming to here to work or whatever. And once you gain that, you then have the trust of the ecosystem.
It's like making a duplicate key to the lock and giving it to the person you trust so that they can use the resource.
Right. And
so
them proving that they're going to be responsible with that. So I think that's going to be amazing. It's real world NFT use case. You know, I'm not big on people buying NFTs as art investments. I think it's going to get crypto kittied. But I coined that phrase, crypto kitty.
They're still around though.
I have some. Shannon has a ton. But what it is it's an icon you can press, and inside of whatever opens there are all of these keys and access to things and places you can go in the metaverse or places you can go in the real world and interact with smart technology, Internet of Things, all of that, all starts to come together.
This is all coming really fast to everybody. Yeah.
I mean, you are going to be involved in crypto because you're going to be involved in the metaverse, and the metaverse is going to have crypto all over the place. And they won't call it that. You know, they'll call it different things so that they'll call it coupons, they'll call it coins, they'll call it whatever. TikTok has coins widgets right now, and I bet you it's got a crypto twist to it.
Oh, I didn't know.
So I don't know either, but I bet it does. We should check that out. So what do you want to leave us with here?
I just want to say that our project is different. It's unique, and it's not for us. It's for everyone out there watching this right now, and that's what I love about it. So to learn more about it, join us here on Thursdays. You'll be able to, set up a wallet, get a little bit of crypto, learn how to buy an NFT, learn a little bit about DAOs, and join ours.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Also, we've got some presenters tonight at 99 Problems, but a Pitch Ain't One.
Yeah.
And I think 1 or 2 or 3 of them might be talking about some other uses of crypto in the crypto space. So come check out 99 Problems tonight at 6, every Thursday at 6. Have a great day. Love y'all. See you later.
Thank you.